Yes, Bed Bath & Beyond. Let's talk about that one this morning. And sometimes it's more about looking at different time frames and going back and looking at those key levels so that you can execute a trade. Now, they settled the lawsuit, Ryan Cohen lawsuit, and that's going to be the catalyst. But it's all about going back and looking at what is sort of an obvious key level and understanding why you don't always have to get to a price, particular price, to execute a trade. Now, you can see on the 15-minute, obviously you've got just a couple series of monster moves here, but the real penultimate level here is when it gets close to that 25. Now, there's at no point is 25 a line in the sand. It's really more of a psychological thing. If you watch the show, I like some of those fade trades. Something goes parabolic, overextends itself, whether it's buying the dip or whether it's selling and fading off the level. I like those, but when you have a level like 25, and you can see here, it's either stopping short or it's a fail breakthrough. It's shown you that once, twice, hard reversal, and then we're gapping up in the morning close to that level. So with that anticipation, you say to yourself, it doesn't have to get to $25. And a matter of fact, it might not even be the perfect level. Now, I'm probably not going to want to trade a 40% short float or 20% short float name screaming at about 8:30 in the morning. You usually want the liquidity of the open to be a little bit more safe. That's when it does make that run at 25 even, right? And you can see it's made the top just shy of 25 at 24.80 and has come screaming back in at the open. So that's the context of how we're approaching this trade. I had said to myself, I was looking for a potential break above 25 for a long trade, but then it's rejected that level. So you have to go back to the drawing board. And once that happened, I said on the live show, I've now canceled that stop out break long because it's no longer going to be valid. And that's where I come just right back. If I look at where the bulk of the volume is really starting to die out, it's about 24.5 each time it had gotten there. So in my mind, when we bounce back to the upside, I've got two levels of overhead cover. I've got a price area that it's usually been rejecting at about 24.50. And then you've got the overhead of the pre-market high. And if for some reason you're holding past that and you want a really big stop, you've got the 25 level. So as it starts grinding to the upside, and we've already had another rejection 3 days in a row off of that level, we know where we want to make that fade trade. Now here's the key thing. I understand you're going to see that I get out in front of 23. I'm not trying to hold it all the way for the perfect exit at 22 or even hold it all day long. When something is going parabolic to the upside like this with a 20% short interest, and I've seen this whether it's GameStop or AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond in this particular case, you don't always want to try to sit there and hit the home run because as fast as it snaps back to the downside, it could find a consolidation, and next thing you know, in 3 minutes or 2 minutes or 1 minute, it is already back to breaking out. When you get a level top like that, I want to be out sometimes as fast as I've gotten in. There are times in a multi-day move where it's extended so ridiculously far that yes, if this had been at like $40 or $50, yeah, you want to try and hold on because you got top. This time you want to get in and out like a ninja so there's no chance you get run over. Again, that's just the way that I like to play these. It's a little bit higher percentage on that curl. You have the benefit of a tighter stop. However, you're really only making that trade if you've identified that lower high previously so that when it makes that curl, you're ready to take action. You're not deciding whether or not you want the short into the face of a runner. You have a little bit more confidence because you've done that legwork, which is what it's all about.